Yeah.
Coach asked Coach Houston about third down. I know it's kind of been a struggle earlier this year. He said first and second down kind of dictates that. Is that really kind of the main thing, or is there more that goes into this third down?
Well, I think it's a big part of it. I mean, if you were in less third downs, obviously it would be better, because when you play really good, you kind of skip third down. You go make first downs. But probably third and long, is bad. I know we started off the other night. We had 2 possessions in the first quarter, and we got in third and long both times. And so that's not good. It's hard to make third and long. So, yeah, I think if you play better on first and second down, obviously it'll help you third down. We haven't gotten a very good percentage on third down for one reason or the other. It's been different things. Again, if it was one thing, you'd just fix the one thing. But it's been protection early in the year. It was protection. Then we dropped some balls, in the second game, and then we've just not played well enough on third down. But I think he's on to something there, that it's too many third and longs.
If you guys are to be successful this weekend, what do you got to do better than you did last week?
Well, we got to outscore them. I mean, that's the thing. You got to score more points than the other team. That's the main thing, and that's the only thing that really matters. You play a game, and there's 4 outcomes of the game. You can play really good and win. Everybody's happy. Now, the coaches never think you play that good. You could play bad and win, okay, kind of like we did what everybody's saying we did the other night. In the end, that's good. You know what I'm saying? That just means you got to go work, okay? You can play really good and lose. We've done that before. That sucks. That's no good either, you know what I'm saying? Or you can play really bad and get your tail beat. And we used to do that. We don't do that anymore. Hopefully we don't go back to that. So, offensively, and I know I keep beating the same dead horse, it's just a matter of consistency. We've shown that we have big playability. Okay, so that's going pretty good. Keaton's making a lot of big plays. Some other guys are making some big plays. Desai's made some big plays. Everybody has done that. What we're not doing is we're not being very consistent. We're not making 5 and 6 yard plays very often. We're either popping the long run or we're not getting anything. We're throwing incomplete. We're not running the ball very well. So Keaton's having a heck of a year overall, but most of it's because he's making a lot of big plays. So we just got to be more consistent. We've shown at Marshall we scored 21 points in the fourth quarter in like 7-8 minutes. Right? Okay, that's pretty explosive. Okay, and that's also saying you can get the ball back and do some things. The other day in the second quarter we scored 4 times, 24 points. Should have been 28. I thought we blew 2 down the goal line, and we had to settle for the field goal. I think that was in like 8 minutes. I mean, that's unbelievable. We were hitting it really good. Third quarter's an issue. Third down's an issue. Maybe it's threes. I don't know. We didn't play very good in the third. We didn't come back out. We lost our edge a little bit there or something. But it's just a matter of being consistent. We're just making mistakes that just shoot us and put us in bad situations. So that's what we're constantly working on out there on the field, is just being more consistent. We've had a lot of guys play well at times, and we've had a lot of guys that haven't played good enough consistently, though. That's the whole main thing. And that's coaching. That's on me for the offense, and on down the line to the coaches. We got to do a better job of making sure that they know what to do and that they do it right consistently.
What could it look like with this offense if Keaton and Rajay were just both in sync? I mean, if you thought much about that, how good that could be?
Well, that's what you talking about, playing them together at the same. Well, the only thing, there's only one ball. You know what I'm saying? So only one guy's going to get the ball. So what you're doing is you're taking a really talented player and telling him to go be a decoy, which sometimes is an effective tool, okay, to have a decoy, or you're having them block, for the other guy. And that's okay, too, because they're willing to do that. We probably just feel like keeping them fresh, rotating them, if something happens to one, you still got the other one, is a better strategy for the whole season. But if we could ever get the running game just going consistently, so that because I think Rajay had probably the better game in the second game or something, running the ball. So we get his power running game going, we get Keaton's big explosive plays going, and then we could get the passing game clicking, more consistently. We've got enough guys that can touch the ball, and we are spreading it around enough. Sometimes you try to overdo that maybe, you know what I'm saying? But we got plenty of guys that can make the plays. We just got to do it more times in a row. It's like in baseball, you got to put hits together, okay, to get those runs in. Sometimes we got to keep doing that. We're just not consistent. We're just making too many mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, that's on me. That's totally on me. That we got to get them to do better.
Receiving wise, I know you aren't playing a ton of receivers right now. Probably tight end has something to do with that. But are guys like Tajee Hudson, Jari Patterson, are they close at all, or where do they kind of stand?
Well, Tajee is played in the special teams, but he's had some injuries that have kept him off the field. He's had a really good week of practice. It's odd that you said that. Maybe you saw some of that. Yesterday he had the best day he's had since he got here. And, we're watching the tape saying like, wow, okay, he's feeling better. And Jari is learning the system. It's just a matter of him knowing what to do at this point. I'm not trying to slam him, but he just hasn't learned what to do enough to be in there to take out Tyler Snead, or then when he's out going playing more tight ends like Ryan Jones and giving them those reps. And so again, we're rotating, enough guys that I think they're staying fresh. Tyler Savage has played a little bit, because we're not trying to overplay CJ, and we have a tendency to do that at times. But at the same time, we always come back and go, well, we need to get the ball more to CJ. You can't get it to him if you keep playing more guys. Well, we want to get the ball to Ryan Jones. I'm telling you, when we finally get it to Ryan Jones, then everybody's going to say, well, okay, I get it now, because that's when it's going to really get good. And, Shane has shown, let's don't forget Shane. You know what I'm saying? He can do it too, so we want to get him the ball a little bit. You still want to get those backs the ball, and they're getting it in the passing game too, as well as the run game. And just I can make big plays. Well, let's make sure we don't get him out too much. So that's what I'm saying. We got plenty of guys that can do it. We're playing enough guys. The depth comes in when you guys get beat up. Like the offensive line, we ain't got enough. You know what I'm saying? At one time, you're thinking, what are you going to do with all those old linemen? Trust me, you'll need them all. Bailey goes down early, okay? Noah's a halftime player because of his back situation. We're hoping as the year goes on, he will build strength and stamina and be able to play longer. But right now, he's not been able to do that. Then Rob gets hurt. We're down another guy all of a sudden like that. So Avery missed basically 2 weeks of practice. He didn't practice because he got hurt in the last play of the South Carolina game. He was able to come back and play. Didn't play as well because he didn't practice. And then last week he got a infection in his leg and missed the entire week of practice, came back Thursday and was able to move around. So, boy, they go fast. Luckily we had Trent. Trent stepped in there and helped us out.
Coach, what do you guys do this week so that you're able to come out and hit right away on Saturday?
We've practiced very hard this week. I mean, it's been upgraded from what it usually is, and it's usually pretty intense. Coach has thrown a lot more competitive drills, the one offense versus the one defense. We've gone more, and we've started the practice. We start with special teams always, but right after the first special teams deal, we've gone good on good to try to simulate, okay, let's don't miss any possessions. Obviously, we didn't come out very well. Obviously that's Captain Obvious to say we didn't start very well. Get down 14-0 in the first quarter, didn't get it going until the second quarter there. So I think that's it, just putting that on their mind that, hey, we got to start faster, like that.